Please welcome Jenny Slate. Jenny Slate, welcome back to The Daily Show.
Thanks for having me back.
I'm so delighted to have you back, especially for this project, because, you know, I had heard nothing about this movie as an idea, as a concept. I didn't know about it when it went viral, but I was sitting in the movie theater. I'll never forget this. And you know, they're playing all the trailers.
Yes.
And it was interesting because all the trailers that came on were for like action movies, because I think I was watching Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Yes.
right? Which you were also in, by the way.
That's true.
Right. So I'm sitting there watching the trailers. It's like action movie, action movie, action movie. And then The Shell comes on.
Sure.
And everyone in the movie theater was like, oh, oh. And we instantly fell in love. And I remember going, who made this? What is this? Who came up with it? And everybody loves it. It's like almost like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone is raving about the movie. So first things first, congratulations.
Thank you.
And secondly, let's get into the how behind all of this. If someone said to me, you're going to make a movie about a shell with a little, like, googly eye,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't think this is going to work. And yet, it worked. Take it from the beginning. Please explain the concept to me.
Okay, sure. So I also think you're right. There's absolutely no way to pitch this movie. And it's a big vote for, like, if you have an idea and you're not sure how to explain it, maybe just try to find a way to do it.
I love that.
Yeah, and I think, so I was like doing the voice first. I was with Dean Fleischer Camp, who I directed this film, and he and I were at a wedding, and we were sharing a hotel room with like 4 other people because we were trying to save money.
Okay.
About 12 years ago.
So wait, that means it's a destination wedding.
It was Connecticut. Take it or leave it, you know? That's what they chose. Yeah, and we were sharing a room with a bunch of friends. I may have been having some cocktails, you know, we'll never know.
Okay.
We'll never know. But it was really squished in there, and I started being like doing this little voice, like being like, you guys are like really, really stepping on me, and stuff like that. It's hard to hear, but anyway, I was doing it. And Dean was like, you know, I have to make a short film for my friend's comedy show. Could I interview you in that character, whatever that is? And I was like, yeah, because I love an interview, honestly. I was like, yes, anybody asking me anything for sure. And so he asked me some questions. The character started to emerge. He did the character design. He stuck a googly eye in a shell,
Yes.
and, you know, glued the shoes and everything. And we had this sort of like interview-based short film that we ended up putting on the internet because someone at the comedy show was like, could you put this online? I want to show it to my mom. And we just thought these 2 people might see it. And
It was a lot more than 2 people.
it was a lot more.
Millions more than 2 people, sorry.
Yeah, it was like over 36 million people. Yeah.
Right?
I know.
And so, I mean, at that point, the story's not done. It's not like 36 million, then it's a movie, because
Right.
it took you 7 years to turn this into the feature film.
Yeah. The film itself took 7 years. We first started with the audio recording, and a lot of it was like improvised, and then we would write scenes based on the improv, and eventually ended up with a script. That took about 3 years, and then we did the live action shoot,
Right.
and then the stop motion.
And it's gorgeous. The way they move is gorgeous as well. It's like just like little tiny little like hoppy steppy, you know?
Yeah. I like that it is our animation director Kirsten Lepore made like such beautiful animation. It's not super smooth,
Yes,
you know.
yeah.
It's just real enough that like you could almost see it out of the corner of your eye.
Can I say what I love about this story? First of all, there are very few original movies that you watch these days, right? Movies will be like, oh, the sequel of the sequel of the sequel, or the prequel before the sequel, right?
Yeah, gotta get that
then,
prequel.
Yeah, you got to get the prequel
Find out about it.
and then the spin-off, and then the spin-off to the sequel prequel. But it's such an original idea, and it's surprisingly heart-wrenching. I never thought I would watch a movie where obviously you're laughing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna laugh because there's a shell, with, you know, with the eye.
Yeah.
But then there's moments where I'm just like, oh, the shell. It's a really emotional story that you've told. It's a feel-good story as well.
Yeah. I think one thing that I'm interested in is like how those can exist at once. I know, like, I certainly live that way, that I can experience like grief and loss while also trying to live a life that feels satisfying on a daily basis. That is like one of the things that's built into the film. And I think it is funny, and I think also there are a lot of adults that end up crying during the movie.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Oh yeah, and everybody's made a noise.
Yeah. I think it's good. I think more adults should be crying in more movies.
I think
so. The stories that I feel like you like to tell don't just involve like voices and and heartwarming issues, but it's like there's something that I feel connects you or that you're attracted to in telling an adult story to kids that's almost secretly going to adults. I wonder, are you gonna do more of this? Are you gonna make any? Do you have any dreams, for instance, of making any kids shows or?
Yeah. Well, first of all, yes, I do, and I think you're right. I do like stuff like that because I feel like children are actually capable of like feeling huge, vibrant, and sometimes overwhelming feelings, and it's good to like give them a space to try that out and say, yeah, you're like really strong enough to do this. But also there are so many adults who weren't given that opportunity, so it's nice for them to see something where they see like a young or small thing really making it work in that way. But I think, I would really like it if I had my own show for children and people. I grew up like I think it would be nice. I like to say somewhere between Pee-wee and Mr. Rogers, but with a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to give it to a man. I want it to be me. Yeah.
You take it.
Sorry, I want it.
No.
Yeah, I want it.
There's no sorry.
Yeah.
There's no sorry. So I love animation. I've always been a fan of you because I love people who do different voices because like that's what animation is. You've done everything. You've done this. You did. You were in. I want to say it was Big Mouth, and I want to say it was Zootopia as well.
Yep.
Yes. And every time your voice changes slightly. When did you start doing that? Is it like a thing you've had your whole life?
I think so. It's sort of like have you had this weird mole your whole life or something? It's like, have you had this?
Okay.
Have you always?
No, this is great. No. I'm more like. I'll tell you why, because
You put those away.
I've been trying to make a TV show like here, but like with like a few of my. So I just and then what I was trying to do. Is I was hoping we could do like a little scene for my show. I'm gonna pitch it because now you showed me how successful it could be. So you can be Handy the sanitizer.
Okay.
Or you can be Bluey the drink thing. Or you can be Stan the stapler.
Oh, Stan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be Stan. Fine.
Okay.
And then I'll move these so you can see everything clearly.
Do I?
There we go.
Hold on, let me. Oh, you're doing that.
Oh, okay,
you got
cool.
it.
Great. Oh, wait, I'll go into that shot. I know how cameras work.
Look at this.
I can be here.
This is the
Where's that thing? Yeah. Get the eyes.
Oh,
All right.
you're getting my back.
Oh yeah, we got.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we need these eyes turning as. Which way? There. That's the one. That's the one. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna figure out what's happening here. They are. Give me a place where they are, people. They're in Chicago?
They're in Chicago.
That's very specific. Very specific. All right. And what are they trying to do in Chicago? Go to the circus.
Okay.
Okay. All right. They're in Chicago and they're trying to go to the circus, but they can't because why? It's hot right now?
It's too. Their
car broke down.
down.
All right. They're in Chicago. They're trying to go to the circus, but the car broke down. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm ready with. All right.
Stan. Stan, calm down. Stan, I just need you to calm down for one moment.
I can't calm down. The car is broken. How are we gonna get to the circus now?
Can I admit something to you, Stan?
Oh, go ahead.
I broke the car because I don't want to go to the circus because I don't want everyone to pump my darn head.
What? I told you my dream was to go to the circus and you broke the car? You know how hard it is for a stapler to buy a car? That was the first car I ever bought. How could you do that to me?
I didn't know that it was your first automobile, first of all. Secondly, Stan, you know that whenever we go anywhere, people pump my head.
Yeah. And you know what? That's life. That's life. You look at you. You've been a handset at work. A few years of the pandemic and you're tired. You know how long people have been.
Stan, these last few years have been really hard for me. A lot of people have been pumping my head. They don't ask. I've had to What are you doing?
Guys,
What?
I ordered an Uber. We don't need to have this fight. And see, we got it. We sold it. We're making millions. We're making millions. All right, people, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is now playing in theaters nationwide. Go watch the movie and take your kids.